So back on the Cub Cadet, I've seen a couple of videos about people showing you how to change the throttle cable, but I never really seen anybody talk about what I think the root cause is. So back here on the back of the motor, where the throttle cable connects to the engine, the cable is close to the exhaust system. So if you look at it right there, you could see that over time, the heat from the exhaust system deteriorated the cable. So what happens is, as that heats up, you'll first get a symptom like the lever, which is up here, is kind of gets jammed, and then inside this plastic housing here, the cable hooks up, and what it hooks to is just plastic, and back at the exhaust it won't pull, so you pull real hard on this and it winds up breaking this housing on the inside where the cable connects, because it's just plastic. But the root cause is back here, that the design is too close to the exhaust system, and it looks like there's not really many options. You could probably get that cable up a little bit here and there, but it's still close. This area here is that's probably about 2 inches. I think the most that you could get it up away from the exhaust system would be probably another inch, which is what I'm gonna try. But to give you an idea, what I come up with is I have a little heat shield that I ordered off of Amazon, and this is the see if that'll focus. There, that's the part number that I ordered, and I think it's I want to say 5 feet, and it's a tube. It's like a silicone heat barrier. They got it taped up, but as you can see, that it opens up. So what my plan is to take the heat shield and the cable that I bought, and I'm going to run the cable through the tube. I don't know, I'm going to put it on there probably about 12 inches or so, and see if that fixes my problem. Now on the Cub Cadet, what I'll say is this cable has been on there for probably about 3 years, I would guess, and I hadn't had no problems within 3 years. So if you did just replace the cable, you would probably get a lot of time out of it. But for me, once every 3 years is probably still even too much. So what I've seen a lot of people do is they try to take these screws off right here, and they got a couple of screws in the front right there, and take this unit off and then get the cable out. I'm gonna try to do it an easier way. And if you look at the new cable, they got these little push clips here. I'm gonna just try to stick my hand in there, up underneath there, and try to push those clips and just lift it out. I'm gonna see how that goes. So I was able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it and hold the camera at the same time, but I was able to put my fingers on the little clips like this up underneath there and kind of push them in and lift the back up. And I'm going to need my other hand in order to lift it up. Let me give this a try and I'll be right back. So this is where we're at. So I just stuck my hand up underneath there and compared it to the new one, found out where the clips were, and I was able to just stick my hand there and push the clips in on the front and the rear on both sides at the same time. I just did the two fronts, lifted it up, the two rears, lifted it up, and I was able to get it out without taking these screws off and those screws off, or bolts out. And it took me about 10 seconds just to pop it out like that. So to me, that's much better than taking that off. So I'm gonna set up now to try to just change the cable. It shouldn't be a whole bunch to it. Just trying to see what all it entails. I didn't prep any of this, so I'm just kind of going at it. So what it looks like is the cable, now that I lifted it up, it runs down there, comes out right there, and then scoots right along the gas tank, comes back on the side of the motor, and then winds up in the back. So what I'm gonna do is I have that cable sitting there, and that's still hooked up to the back of the motor back here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the new cable, which I have right here, and I'm just gonna pull it through following the same route that the other cable was. Then I'll hook up the back, disconnect the old cable there, hook the new cable up, and then I'll just pull the old one out after that. So as you can see, I got the new cable, the old cable still in, routed it, pulled it right next to the old cable, so you can see two cables right down there now, and they run this way, and then I got two cables side by side, and I got both of them coming back here. Right, one's still hooked up there, and the new one's sitting right there. So now, all I'm gonna do is disconnect the old cable. I'm gonna put my heat shield on there, and then I'll pull the old cable out and pop it right back in. So far, so good. So the size nut that you're messing with there is an 8mm. You can use whatever you want. I'm using a ratchet with an extension, 8mm socket. So I'm gonna take a little measurement right here. Let's see if I can get it on camera. So I have from the tip of the cable, I would say probably about 7/8, I'd say 1 inch from the tip of the cable back to the bracket. So I'm gonna make sure that it matches when I put the new one in. And that might be a little bit under 1 inch, probably about 7/8, but I'm gonna go with that. So I was able to unscrew this bracket right here enough to where I could pull it out and turn it. That way I can just get the cable from underneath it, so the screw comes out just enough to where you can take this little bracket here. It's hard to do the video, but yeah, so that can move, so now I can get the cable from underneath it, or you can take it all the way off, whatever, but I think it's probably designed for that. But yeah, actually, you know what? I went ahead and removed the bracket and the nut right there. So now I can take the cable off and install a new one. Okay, so I got the new cable in. I just need to put the bracket back on. And by the way, this long side, in case it helps anybody, that goes to the top. It goes right in that hole right there. And the bottom one just sets flush up against the plate if somebody took theirs apart and couldn't remember how it went. All right, so then I got the heat barrier on here. Once I get it, the cable bolted down, I'm gonna have that heat barrier, and I'm gonna pull it a little closer over the exhaust system right there and see how that works for me. But at this point right now, this is the old cable, still routed the same as the other one. And I should be able to just walk right up here to this guy, which is the old one, and just slide it right out of here. I know I have the right cable. I know I have the right length. I know I have it routed right, and it was really not a whole bunch to it. So let me go ahead and get this bolted up. All right, so I'm back. I have the new cable hooked up. I'm not sure if they're all like that, but mine went in the bottom hole. It's just a little Z connector. My cable was actually run on the bottom side of the screw, which puts it closer to the exhaust. I was thinking about moving it to the top side of it to keep it away from it, but I don't know if that'll mess with any adjustment. Got my heat shield on there, which is actually works out pretty good because it's underneath that clamp, so it's not going to move that way. The exhaust pipe is right there, and I got it run. Kind of hard to see underneath there. I got it run like that. Probably went too far, but I'm okay with it. See how that works out, right? And then up here, I've got the controller, and all I have to do with the controller is spin it around, and if all goes well, it's tucked in there. Do I have it? I guess I do. Right, like that, and it just snaps in. Sorry, I didn't have the camera in the right spot. It snapped in, just like that, right? So there's really no need to take off this black shroud here, the cup holder and stuff. You can do it all without that. So I went ahead and took mine apart just for the heck of it. And if you could see, it looks like the tip of the cable broke. And it looks like, see if I can get it to do it, it's still broken off inside of there. And you could see that the cable broke there. I've seen people take that and try to put it into this hole right here, which may work, but if the cable is frozen on the other end due to heat. Right, and you can see the cable's all melted and rusted and stuff from the heat. So you can do whatever you want at this side to try to repair it. But if it's broken on the other side, it's not going to do you no good. Thank y'all for watching. I did this video just in case it may help somebody. No other particular reason. Thanks for watching.